Right, everyone, we're coming to make the drawers now. This is, in actual fact, this piece of timber I've got in my hand here is going to be one of the drawer fronts. And all this is, this is actually oak. But one good tip, getting all different hardwoods that's well seasoned, is if ever you've done any hardwood flooring, the stuff you buy from B&Q or whether, you know, in a different country it might be a different place, but all of these hardwood floorings that you can buy, you get all different types. And I think it's brilliant because you can just scrape the polish off. That's what we've been doing here. That's one of the first jobs we need to do. Just on, there's going to be the inside surface of the drawer. So I'm cleaning that up first, because if I put a joint in there and then start cleaning it up, I'm going to start taking shavings off that joint and it won't fit right. So a good tip is just clean the inside surface up first before we start doing any machining on it. These are ripped down to the roughly about 48mm, which is what the drawers are going to be. And I've got quite a bit of thickness there still. I've got about 18mm. Reason being, that's the back of the floorboard there. You can see the old grooves. And I'm going to try putting a bit of a shape in that with a router a bit later on. That'll be on a later video, so we'll see how that goes. But the tip on this bit I'm giving you here is just, if you get any of that hardwood flooring, just get your scraper first, just like we did before. And all we're doing is just taking that polish off there and get a nice finish on that inside edge before we start machining. Just one tip I want to mention as well. I'm not sure if I mentioned it the other day, but when we come to use the scraper and we're holding it, we don't want to hold it with our fist like we're holding if you're on a bike or something, we probably have as hands gripped like that. But the scraper is designed to be held like that, but both thumbs go on this inside edge. So when we're scraping, we've got both thumbs on that back plate, so that we've got a nice even pressure in it. I mean, it feels comfortable like that anyway, and I'm sure most of you will, but the idea is not to do it like that, but put those thumbs on the inside, on the back plate. And time you've been doing it a few years, you know, your thumb will be bent right over like that. So you can tell someone that's been doing it for years. And he'll end up with shoulders like Popeye as well, I suppose, because it's quite demanding work. It saves joining the gym as well, and the finish you get is absolutely marvellous. So yeah, just a tip there. Remember to put those thumbs on the back plate. Right then, we'll clean these inside edges up like we said on the previous video. Now we're making this vitrine, it's called. It's a chest of drawers, little miniature chest of drawers for pens. And if you've been following the other videos, I haven't got any drawings, any plans or anything. It's all just thought in my head how we're going to make it. The most important thing is I wanted to get 10 pens in each drawer. So we started off making these bottoms. We've got all these grooves. We've got the 10 grooves for the 10 pens. And we've rebaited that back out, as you've probably seen on the previous videos. And so because we've got no drawings, we've got no sizes or anything to work to. But the foolproof way to get the next stage now is just to place that bottom on that inside drawer edge there. You can see that, I think you can, yeah, that's it. And then if we just take our pencil, and all we've got to do is just mark that inside edge, inside that rebate on both sides, and that gives us a datum point. We can't go wrong with that, because we've got the exact size of that drawer bottom, and we've got 2 pencil lines. We've got quite a bit on each end, say about 50-60mm. Reason for that, we've still got the side of the drawer to get on, and then also we're going to have a cabinet, what the drawer's going to slide into, obviously. And we want to, I think I'm going to do it the way where the drawers actually fit over the front of the cabinet. So when we're looking at it face on, all we're going to see is a line of drawers, but we're not going to see the edge of the cabinet. So we need a little bit of extra timber there to cover that thickness of that cabinet as well. So it's always a good idea to have 50-60mm spare. But the tip here, all we're doing is placing the drawer bottom on 2 little pencil marks on the inside of those rebates. We can take that off, and there we've got the exact size that we need so we can start machining joint. Right, so all we're doing then, we've got our drawer sides. These need to be cleaned up on both surfaces, inside and the outside surface. We need to then place that against that mark that we made earlier by placing the bottom on, and just put another mark on the back side there, and then square that across. And then once we've done that, once we've squared that mark across, we end up there with 2 lines, as you can see that on the drawer front there, those 2 lines. We're going to put a joint in there. We'll show you how you do that another time. Then once you've done that, also just put your piece on there, and on that top edge just put a number 1, for instance, on the first one, and a number 1 on that drawer surface there, and then again on the other one, number 2, and as you walk up all the drawers, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and what have you. So each one is an individual piece that we can locate. If these all get mixed up, we can always come back to number 1 and find it quite easily, because it's going to be on that edge, and all the joints then will fit in their relative places, and they won't be mixed up, and some might be a little bit tight and some a bit loose. So yeah, that's the tip there. Smiling Sam here, the Woodwork Man. If you like what you're learning, give us a thumbs up. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to do that, and ask me any questions also. I'll always be happy to help you out, and I'll catch you next time.